Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to discuss the Dear Departed textual exercises part. In that, comprehension and vocabulary part. See here, in the comprehension part, it is given, arrange the following sentences in sequence so that a continuous narrative of the story, The Dear Departed, could be made. Here 8 sentences are given. This is the short summary of the story. After reading this, you have to say which action took place first. Okay, children? Okay, yes or no?
Okay, madam.
Yes. See here, the first sentence is, one day Mrs. Slater felt that Abel Merriweather had died. Second sentence is, suddenly Victoria came into the room telling that grandfather was moving. Next, third sentence is, the Slater and the Jordans. Slaters means here both wife and husband, and Jordans means Jordan, both wife and husband. Elizabeth Jordan and Ben Jordan. Slater means Emilia Slater and Henry Slater. Wanted to ascertain if Abel Merriweather had paid his insurance premium. Ascertain means they want to confirm, make it sure if he paid or not. And next, fourth sentence is, Abel Merriweather found fault with the two daughters and wanted to change his will. Next, fifth one is, before the arrival of the Jordans, the Slaters had pinched Abel's bureau and clock. Pinched means, what is the meaning of pinched?
దొంగతనం చేయడం.
Yes, stealing all the things. Victoria was sent to Abel Merriweather's room to bring the key bunch of the bureau. And next, seventh one is, Abel Merriweather informed that he was going to marry Mrs. John Sherrocks. The Slaters sent a telegram to the Jordans about the death of the Abel Merriweather. These are the sentences from the story. If we keep it in a sequence order, correct order, then we can get a short summary of the story. Do you remember the story, children? Do you
Yes,
remember
ma'am.
the story? Children, do you remember the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Even though once we recall the story, see, these are the characters. So your main character is Abel Merriweather, and he has two daughters, Emilia Slater and Elizabeth Jordan.
And
Both are married. Emilia Slater married to Henry Slater and Elizabeth Jordan married to Ben Jordan. Slaters are blessed with a daughter. She is Victoria Slater. And see what happened in the story. First, both Slaters found that they thought that Abel Merriweather was dead. So both informed to the
మేడం సౌండ్
Slaters.
ఇంపు రావట్లేదు మేడం.
Nana?
సౌండ్ ఇంపు రావట్లేదు మేడం.
Okay. Slaters, is it clear now?
నో మేడం. మధ్య మధ్యలో వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మేడం.
మధ్య మధ్యలో break అవుతుందా? Slaters thought that Abel Merriweather was dead. So they sent a telegram message to Jordans to visit Slater's house. So meanwhile, what she thought to pinch things which are related to her father. So first she planned for slippers. She informed her husband. She suggested her husband to wear her father's slipper. And next, she thought to bring that bureau downstairs and keep in her room. While she went up to adjust the chairs which are on the way, then she brought down clock also. So she pinched three things. What are they? Slippers, tape, bureau and clock. And after Jordans visited their house, and they are sitting and they are talking, they are discussing about the premium. So they want to confirm Abel Merriweather paid premium or not. So to check that, Slater instructed her daughter to bring keys of bureau from the upstairs. So Victoria went upstairs to bring keys. Then she saw that her grandfather wake up and he was coming down. So she came back in a fear and she informed to her mother that grandpa was getting up and he was coming down. All are shocked when he came down. Next, what happened? So they tried, all are tried to cover what they thought before. So at the end of the story, Jordan revealed all the things, what she thought, what happened, what they are discussing, everything she explained to her father. Then he came to know the behavior of his daughters and he decided to change the will. And at last he said that you're feeling that I am a burden to you. That's why I decided to marry to whom he wants to marry Mrs. Sharoff. She is widow. Widow means a woman who lost her husband. భర్త చనిపోయిన స్త్రీ అన్నమాట. So he decided to marry Mrs. Sherlock, who is the owner of Ringo Bell's restaurant. This is the short summary of the what is the name of
Dear
the
departed.
the Dear Departed.
Dear
So,
departed.
yes. Now you have to say which is the sentence first happened. Yes. Now tell me, children, which is the first statement? One day, Mrs. Slater felt that Abel Merriweather had died. Is it the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
I want response from all the students, not only one or two. So this is the
Yes,
first
ma'am.
one. And next, what happened? Next, what happened? Take time, read the sentences and tell the answer. What happened next? Raju. Yes. What happened, children, next?
Before the arrived.
Huh?
Fifth one, madam.
Which one?
Fifth one, madam.
Fifth one. Before the arrival of
Fifth one.
Jordan, the Slater had pinched. Before pinching the things, what she did? What Slater ఏం చేశారు? ఆ థింగ్స్ తేబోయే ముందు
Biro and clock.
ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పంపించారు
Madam?
కదా ఎవరికి? Slater had sent a telegram to whom?
Mr. Jordan.
Jordan. So that is in the 8th sentence. The Slater sent a telegram to the Jordans about the death of the Merriweather. Death గురించి వాళ్ళకి information పంపించారు. So this is the second one. Next, what happened? Before the arrival of the Jordans, the Slater had pinched Hebel's bureau and clock కదా అవన్నీ తెచ్చి ఇంట్లో పెట్టేసింది. This is the third one. Next, what happened? Jordans visited the house. They sat in the hall. They are discussing about what? దేని గురించి డిస్కస్
Fifth one, madam.
ఏంటి నాన్న?
Bureau. Bureau గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటారు.
దేని గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు? They are discussing about the premium, whether he paid or not. కదా ప్రీమియం గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు అవునా? So this is the fourth one. And next,
Fourth one.
తర్వాత ఏం చేశారు? So they want to confirm, they want to know correctly he paid premium or not. So what Slater said to her daughter? ఏం చెప్పింది వాళ్ళ కూతురికి?
థింగ్స్ తీసుకురాపో అని చెప్పింది. వెళ్ళి కీ తీసుకురామని చెప్పింది.
Yes, Victoria was sent to Abel Merriweather's room to bring the key bunch of the bureau. So this is the fifth one. తెచ్చినాక ఏమైంది? ఇంకా రిమైనింగ్ సెంటెన్స్.
Second one, suddenly Victoria came into the room.
Grandfather was moving.
Victoria came into the room telling that grandfather was moving. కదులుతున్నాడని చెప్పింది. So this is the sixth one. After, in remaining two sentences, which is the seventh one?
Able Meriwether informed the seventh one, madam.
Read both the sentences. Abel Meriwether found fault with two doctors and wanted to change his will. Abel Meriwether informed.
Fourth, ma'am.
Fourth one. Yes, first he found the fault, then he decided to change the will namani marchesi. Next he wants to marry Mrs. John Sherax. So this is the order. So this is the one of the worksheet for you. And next, let me go to the next task. So this is the answers, children. Next task. See, here is a list of traits of a personality. Trait means character, qualities. That tick the traits that describe Mrs. Slater's character. By this lesson, we understood what type of a woman is Mrs. Slater. So here some qualities are given. We have to tick the quality which suits her. So here first one is
Honesty.
Huh?
Honesty.
Is she honesty? See, first let we know the meanings. First one is greedy. Second one is overpowering, honest, sensitive, dominating, blunt, straight talking, humble, impolite, insensitive. See, first we know the meanings of the adjectives describing words, then we can select which quality she has. See here, the first one is greedy. Greedy means having an excessive desire or appetite or food. See, excessive desire means korika, ati asa. Is she has that quality?
Yes, ma'am.
Overpowering. Overpowering means extremely strong. ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ మీద పెత్తనం
Madam,
చలాయించేంత
మీ వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మేడం.
ఓకే, overpowering means ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ
వాయిస్
మీద.
బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మేడం.
Either is it okay now?
Okay, ma'am.
Overpowering means.
మేడం వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మేడం.
Who is that? Increase
Either.
volume in your phone. And next, overpowering means extremely strong. Extremely strong means ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ మీద పెత్తనం చలాయించేలాగా ఉండడం. And next, honest. Honest means truthful and sincere. Obedient గా ఉండడం. Is she has this quality? Is she obedient to her father?
Sensitive.
I am asking, is she obedient to her father? వాళ్ళ తండ్రికి ట్రూత్ఫుల్ గా సిన్సియర్ గా ప్రేమగా ఉన్నదా తను? హలో,
లేదు మేడం.
నెక్స్ట్
No, madam.
సెన్సిటివ్.
No, madam.
Yes, sensitive. Sensitive means showing or feeling concern for others' feelings. ఎవరైనా బాధపడుతూ ఉంటే వాళ్ళని చూసి మనకి కూడా జాలి కలుగుతుంది కదా, కైండ్నెస్. దట్ ఈస్ సెన్సిటివ్. Is she has that quality? She has that as she.
అవును మేడం.
Is కేదర్ ఉందా మిస్సెస్
No,
స్లేటర్
madam.
క్వాలిటీ?
మేడం
లేదు మేడం.
Yes. Next one is dominating. Dominating means control
madam.
or command. ఎదుటి వాళ్ళు మన చెప్పు చేతల్లో ఉండాలి, మనం చెప్పినట్టే వినాలి అనే అనుకోగలగడం. And next, blunt. Blunt means frank or straightforward. Whatever maybe she wants to talk, she never thinks what they feel. ఎదుటాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారు, ఒకవేళ నేను మాట్లాడింది తప్పేమో, ఏమైనా హర్ట్ అవుతారేమో, she never thinks like that. Don't disturb the screen. And next, straight talking. Both are same meaning, having the nature of talking openly, directly or frankly. They never bother about others' feelings. What they want, as their wish, they are speaking. Next, humble. Humble means respectful. Impolite, not having or showing good manners, that is rude. Not showing good manners, manchiga undakapovadam, not at all good behavior. Next, insensitive. Insensitive means opposite to the sensitive, showing or feeling no concern for others' feelings. ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ అభిప్రాయానికి వాటికి మనం ఎటువంటి ఫీలింగ్ చూపించకపోవడం. So that is insensitive. And this is the lines paragraph from your textbook. See, this is the starting scene of the play. When the curtain rises, Mrs. Slater is seen laying the table. She is vigorous. Here the quality character of the Mrs. Slater is given. She is a vigorous. Vigorous means she is very strong. Plump means stout. Red faced means anger. Vulgar means rude, impolite. Woman prepared to do any amount of straight talking to get her own way. So she is, in which way she is talking? In a straight talking. She never bother about others. So these are the qualities which she has. Now we have to identify which qualities she has. Now tell children, is she greedy? Is she greedy?
Yes, ma'am.
She is greedy.
Yes, madam.
Next, overpowering.
Yes, ma'am.
ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ
Yes,
మీద
madam.
హస్బెండ్ ని కూడా ఏం చెప్పింది, స్లిప్పర్స్ వేసుకోమన్నప్పుడు దే ఆర్ టూ షార్ట్ అని చెప్తే ఏమని చెప్పింది తను? నో, యూ హ్యావ్ టు వేర్, ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు వేస్ట్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ విచ్ ఇస్ బిలాంగ్స్ టు అవర్ ఫాదర్, మై ఫాదర్, అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ స్ట్రెచ్ అని చెప్పింది కదా.
అవును మేడం.
ఆనెస్ట్, ఈజ్ షీ ఆనెస్ట్? నో.
నో మ్యామ్.
No, ma'am.
దిస్ ఇస్ రాంగ్.
No, madam.
అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ సెన్సిటివ్, ఈజ్ షీ సెన్సిటివ్?
No,
తండ్రి
ma'am.
చనిపోయారని
No,
ఏ
madam.
మాత్రం బాధ లేకుండా ఏ
No, madam.
ఆస్తి వస్తుంది, ఏవి వస్తాయని చూసుకుంది, కానీ తను బాధపడలేదు కదా. సో షీ ఈజ్ నాట్
లేదు మేడం. సెన్సిటివ్.
Wrong, ma'am.
అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ డామినేటింగ్. yes she is
Yes, madam.
dominating
Yes, ma'am.
others. And blunt.
Madam.
blunt
ఎస్ మేడం.
ఏది అనుకుంటే అది మాట్లాడేస్తుంది. స్ట్రైట్ టాకింగ్ ఆల్సో. అండ్ షీ ఈజ్ నాట్
Yes, ma'am.
హంబుల్, రెస్పెక్ట్ఫుల్ గా లేదు
Humble.
కదా.
లేదు
Yes,
మేడం.
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
impolite means
ఎస్ మేడం. ఉంది మ్యామ్.
yes, she is in a rude way. And next, insensitive.
Insensitive.
She is not sensitive.
ఉంది మేడం.
Yes, ma'am.
She is insensitive. So these are the qualities which describes Mrs. Slater in the play. Which play? The Dear Departed. So this is the second task. And next, see children, next coming to the vocabulary part. In this vocabulary part, it is given irregular plurals. Plurals means in noun we have singulars and plurals, isn't it?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
For example, tell me a few example for plural noun. Plurals ke examples చెప్పండి నాకు.
వి, దే.
Okay, we, they, there are pronoun. Nouns ki చెప్పండి. If cat is a singular, what is the plural of cat?
క్యాట్స్.
Very good. Next, dog.
డాగ్స్.
They all are regular plurals. Here it is given irregular plural. Let me see what is it. Here read the following sentences from your text and notice the underlined word. Here Victoria runs across to Abel and sits on the floor at his feet. Here feet is a children, is it audible to you? Is it audible to you? Hello?
Ma'am.
Children, here, is it audible
Ma'am.
to you?
Audible,
madam. Yes. See
వినిపిస్తుంది
here,
ma'am.
feet.
వినిపిస్తుంది మేడం.
Okay. The underlined word
Voice
feet
break
is
అవుతుంది
the
మేడం.
plural form. What is the plural form? For that singular is foot. So this is an irregular plural form. Let me see what are the irregular plural and regular plural. See, as we know, the plural forms of nouns are usually found by adding s. What we learned in the previous classes, యాక్చువల్ గా ప్లూరల్ ఎలా వస్తుంది ఎస్ యాడ్ చేయడం వల్ల వస్తుంది అవునా
అవును మేడం.
examples for
అవును మేడం.
regular nouns. See here by adding s there are some rules to make plural form. Here is the first rule. Here is the first rule by adding s. See these are all the nouns of singular. If we add s, it will become plural form. For example, car,
Cars,
dog,
cars, dogs,
book,
books,
house,
houses,
apple,
apples,
See, these are all the nouns. Plural nouns are
previous.
here all. These are all the nouns. By adding s, Jayaraju. By adding s, it becomes plural form. And here the second rule of the regular nouns is who is disturbing the screen? See, the second rule is by adding es.
Madam.
When we have to add es when the words, the singular noun ends in s, ch, sh, x or z. See here that these words
Madam.
are ends with s, ch, sh, x and z. For this we have to add es to make it as a plural form. And next rule is by adding s. By adding s. See here the letter which ends with vowel తో ఎండ్ అయ్యి దానికి ముందు గనుక the word which ends with y and having before vowel ఉండి దాని పక్కన y తో ఎండ్ అయితే for that we
Madam,
have
your
to
voice
add
was
s
breaking.
to make it as a plural form. For example, day, days, he, keys. But here see
Madam.
children, here also words
Madam.
with yes,
మేడం
yes,
మేడం స్క్రీన్ కనబడతలేదు మేడం.
screen కనిపించట్లేదా?
కనిపిస్తుంది మేడం.
Off your video and on it, then you can see the video.
ఆన్లోనే ఉంది మేడం.
Huh?
ఆన్లోనే ఉంది మేడం. స్క్రీన్ కనబడతలేదు మేడం.
ఆఫ్ చేసి ఆన్ చేసుకొని ఇది కనిపిస్తుంది అప్పుడు నీకు.
వస్తలేదు మేడం.
Screen is visible to all, only for you it's not visible. Why?
తెలుసు మేడం.
See, next is here. Here also a few words which ends with y, but before the y there is a consonant. If when there is a consonant, we have to remove y and we have to add ies to make it as a plural. For example, city, cities, baby, babies, story, stories, party, parties. And next rule of regular noun is by adding s. The words which ends with o. The words which ends with o. Those words we have to add as a plural form. Children, all of you are listening class Srinivas.
Ma'am.
And next ends in consonant o. Before the o, if there is a consonant, for that we have to add es to make it plural es. And next last rule is the letters, the words which ends with f. Srinivas, the words which ends with f, for that we have to remove the f and in that place we have to add ves. In the place of f we have to write v and add es to make it plural form. So these are all regular plural. We make this noun to plural by adding s. But here are irregular nouns. See children, here we have to change. Here there is a change of interpretation.
Ma'am, voice break అవుతుంది.
మేడం వాయిస్
Ma'am, voice break అవుతుంది.
See children, here there are irregular nouns, but to make it plural we have to make intervowel change. Intervowel change means it's a very important, children, listen carefully. Man is a singular, the spelling of the man is man. Here a is a vowel. To make it plural we have to change the a to e, then it becomes plural, men. So for all these words there is a interchange, vowel interchange, then it becomes plural. For all these words we added yes or es to make it plural. For here we have to change vowels. So this is irregular nouns, and here are some plural words. There is no change. Sheep is a plural. There is any change, same as it is as a plural. Deer, deer. Series, species, species. So these are called irregular nouns. So in your textbook irregular nouns is given, that to borrowed from other language. See here irregular plurals.
No.
Children, all of you mute yourself. Mute yourself. Children, mute yourself. Yes, now you listen. See, we are discussing about irregular plurals. Here, there is no change. The first rule is no change base plurals. The first kind of irregular plural we talk about is the no change or base plural. The same word will be the plural. So, these words comes under irregular plurals. This is the first one. And next one, irregular plurals, mid-word vowel change. The change in the middle vowels. See here, O, these two are vowels. To make it plural, we change it to EE. So foot, feet. Woman, A is changed to E, woman. Man, men. Goose, geese. Mouse, mice. Tooth, teeth. These are the singular plural happened by changing the intervowels. This is the second rule. And next, third, coming to the last rule, the last category of irregular plurals is borrowed words. These are the words which we borrowed from other languages. Borrowed means వేరే లాంగ్వేజ్ నుంచి తెచ్చుకున్న వర్డ్స్. ఏ వర్డ్స్ అవి లాటిన్ అండ్ గ్రీక్ నుంచి తెచ్చుకున్న కొన్ని వర్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వాటికి సింగులర్ ప్లూరల్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో చూడండి. క్యాక్టస్ is a singular. To make it plural, singular, if the borrowed words ends with us, we have to remove the us and we have to add I. For example, cactus, cacti. Fungus, fungi, fungi. And next, syllabus. Syllabus is a singular word. To make it plural, we have to remove us and add I. Syllabi. This is the one. And next, the words which are the borrowed words which are ends with a. For that, we have to add e. Formula is singular. Formulae is plural. Sometimes we are using formulas also. Next, vertebra is singular. It ends with a. What, Jay? I will give you time to talk. First, listen carefully. Next, larva is singular. Larvae is plural. And the sum of the borrowed words which ends with ix and ex, for that we have to add ices or es to make it plural form. See here, appendix. Appendix is singular. Appendices is plural form. Index is singular. Indices is plural form. And next, criterion. The words which ends with on or um, for that we have to remove those um and om. On, in that place we have to write a. Criterion, criteria. Bacterium, bacteria. Medium, media. And next one is singular. Is. If singular ends with is, for that we have to right, make it as es. Analysis, analysis. Crisis, crisis. thesis, thesis. So these are all the plural forms what we learned now. Irregular. G Srinivas, you listen class, it's enough. No need your friend in the class. Listen carefully. See here one table is given. Here write plural forms of the following nouns given in the table and say whether of them Latin or Greek word. These are all the words which are borrowed from other language. Srinivas. Srinivas. So here first one is crisis. This is a singular form. Now you listen now what is the plural of that? Crisis ki plural enti nana? Now you unmute. Who wants to say answer? Unmute. Crisis.
Ma'am, yes add చేయాలి ma'am.
Huh?
Crisis.
Crisis.
Yes add చేయాలి ma'am.
I. Yes. E.
CRIES. IES.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the plural form. This word is taken from the Greek. Borrowed from Greek. And next for syllabus. What is the plural form? For syllabus, what is the plural form?
Syllabus. Syllabi.
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 This word
Syllabus.
is taken from Latin. And next
Latin.
for thesis. Tell us for thesis.
Thesis.
Yes. Yes. This word
Yes,
is
yes.
taken from Greek. And next for fungus. What is the plural for
Fungus.
Fungi.
Fungi.